You ever get that feeling? Like someone's watching you when you're completely alone? Well, what if I told you that I found out the hard way? Because the man who was watching me wasn't just outside my house. He was inside. And I didn't realize it until I was in the shower. This is my story. It was a normal Saturday evening. I'd just gotten back from work, exhausted, and decided to take a long, hot shower. My apartment was small, just a single-bedroom place in an old building downtown. It wasn't fancy, but it was mine. The bathroom mirror was cracked at the corner. The ceiling paint was peeling. But I didn't care. The sound of hot water hitting the tiles always drowned out my stress. That night, though, I had this weird heaviness. Like the apartment wasn't empty. I brushed it off. Probably just my imagination. I locked the bathroom door, set my phone on the counter, and stepped into the shower. The water steamed up the room instantly, fogging the mirror. And that's when it started. At first it was small. I thought I heard the faintest creak, like a floorboard outside the bathroom. But when you live alone, every little noise feels louder, right? I kept rinsing my hair, convincing myself it was nothing. Then I noticed the shower curtain. It was moving, just slightly, like someone brushed against it. I froze, my hands still in my hair, my heart racing. "Hello?" I whispered. No answer. The water kept running, but I swear, I could hear breathing, deep, slow, breathing, from the other side of the curtain. I grabbed the edge of the curtain and yanked it open. Nothing. The bathroom was empty. I laughed nervously, trying to calm myself down. "I'm losing it," I muttered. I shut the curtain again and went back to showering. But then, the mirror. Through the fog, I saw something. A reflection. Not mine. A face. A man's face. Pale, with wide, unblinking eyes, staring directly at me from the crack in the door. I screamed, stumbling back against the tiles. The door was supposed to be locked. I knew I had locked it. But the door was open, just a few inches, and the man was gone. I jumped out of the shower, dripping wet, and grabbed my phone. My hands shook as I dialed 911. But before the operator even picked up, I heard it. Footsteps, heavy, slow, coming from my bedroom. "Hello?" I shouted, my voice cracking. Silence. I inched toward the door, my phone flashlight trembling in my hand. My wet feet squeaked on the floor with every step. I peeked into the bedroom, and that's when I saw it. My closet door was open, just a crack, and wedged in the gap was a man's eye. He was watching me. My stomach dropped. I bolted, ran straight past the closet, through the living room and out into the hallway, screaming for help. Neighbors opened their doors. A man from across the hall came running, holding a baseball bat. He stormed into my apartment while I stayed outside, shaking and crying. Minutes later, the police arrived. They dragged him out, a gaunt man in his 40s, filthy clothes, smelling like mold. He had been living in the crawl space above my apartment for weeks. Every night he would come down, watch me, move things, stare while I slept. And that night, he decided to watch me in the shower. They said he had a knife hidden in my closet. If I hadn't seen his face in the mirror, if I hadn't run when I did, I might not be here to tell this story. So next time you shower, lock your doors, check twice, because someone might be watching you. And if you want more true scary stories like this, make sure you subscribe, because trust me, the next one might be even darker.